The Iceman here on this Thursday night watching the Jets and the Patriots. The Patriots are ahead at this point in time 14-9. But this video um, about WWE and TNA and a lot of people comparing the WWE to TNA or TNA to WWE. Obviously, there's no comparison. Now, I will say this though. After watching TNA Impact Wrestling last night, their main event was an extraordinary, superb main event with Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Austin Aries, and Bobby Roode in a four-way match, an elimination match um, for the number one contendership to the TNA World Heavyweight title, who is now being held, obviously, by Bobby Lashley. A great main event, okay? Now, there are a lot of WWE marks out there. Now, I'm a fan of all wrestling. I am here to deliver my opinion on the situations in all wrestling promotions when it seems fit. And, it's not like I like or dislike one promotion better than the other because I am a fan of professional wrestling. I'm not a fan of the WWE. I'm not a fan of just TNA. I'm not a fan of just Ring of Honor. I'm a fan of all wrestling. So when I give my opinion, it's not that I dislike the other, it's an opinion on how I feel, what's going on in that promotion. And a lot of people out there is when you critique the WWE, they get all ticked off and they say, just like it for what it is, watch it and enjoy it. Quit criticizing this. Well, you want to know something? Here's the deal. This is why people are on YouTube. People are here on YouTube to voice their opinion. And for those people that give us this kind of feedback, bitching and moaning because we critique a wrestling promotion, especially when these people don't do videos themselves, they just watch, should take a back seat and just listen and learn. Now, the WWE is in a circle right now. This is what they are. Randy Orton, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Kane, they're in a circle. All they do is compete with each other week after week on SmackDown, on Raw. Maybe you'll get an added bonus, maybe with the Usos, you know, hooked on or whatnot, but it's a circle. It's a continual circle. The same thing with Dolph Ziggler and his title. It's a circle. The Miz or Cesaro. It's a circle. Sheamus, the same thing. If it's not Cesaro, it's the Miz. It's still in a circle. This is all the WWE has done for weeks, having these same guys in this humongous circle. And nobody's breaking into this circle. There's no major change there. And they have the roster to do so. There's plenty of roster within the WWE to make some changes, to have new guys elevated to going after belts or just wrestling other people. But the vicious circle just continues week after week after week. I get to the point, it's like with AJ Lee and Paige. How many times are we going to see these two wrestle? So what they decided to do was, well, we'll give each one a partner. What's the difference? Really, it's still a circle. So with all the amount of superstars that WWE has, they're just going around in a circle and a circle and a circle. Now, when I look at TNA, look at the roster they have. It's a very minute roster. Their roster's not very big. There's not a real lot of stars. But it seems week after week, TNA produces a different scenario for us to watch. Albeit it's taped, they've been taped weeks in advance. It doesn't matter. Still, week after week, we see different things going on in TNA. And we're not watching the same thing happen week after week. It's not a circle for TNA. TNA just out of the blue, well, let's put this guy going up against this guy and this guy against this guy. It's different every week. And that, if you don't read the spoilers like I don't, and you go and tune into TNA, you're seeing something new every week for the most part. And that's what I love. That's what I love about TNA. And, it's unfortunate TNA's roster is very, very small. But with that small roster, TNA, don't know how they've done it, but they've kept interest in wrestling fans for the most part. If you're a wrestling fan, how can you not keep interest in TNA when you have a main event with Austin Aries, Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, and Bobby Roode? How can you not? I mean, if you can't get interested in that match, that four-way elimination match, then you're not a wrestling fan at all. So when you compare WWE and TNA, and you criticize the WWE for what they're doing, it's not that you dislike them. You're just giving your opinion. You're voicing your opinion on a promotion that is the biggest promotion on this planet Earth. And I honestly feel, because there's no super real competition to WWE, they don't need to improve. What do they care? They got a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Last match was at Night of Champions. Almost lost to John Cena until Seth Rollins interfered. Do they care? Nah. Hell in a Cell coming up. You'd think there'd be a triple threat match with Cena, Rollins, and Lesnar. Instead, Lesnar's not showing up for the rest of the year. And you know what's even worse about it? The WWE doesn't even mention Brock Lesnar's name on Monday Night Raw. They try to make fans, they figure, well, we don't talk about him, they'll forget about him until it's time for the Royal Rumble. That's WWE's mentality. Yeah, I'm not ditzing the WWE. I'm just voicing my opinion, which I don't care who you are out there. That's my opinion, and I have a right to voice it. And I voice it on my YouTube channel, and that's my YouTube channel. And for those that don't like the opinion, don't tune in, don't watch. And don't give me a negative comment and then let me find out that I can't comment back because you disabled comments to me. That's cowardice in my eyes. And there's only a couple people that are doing it, and I won't mention their names. But anyway, it's a wrestling business where YouTubers were here making videos, and this is what we do. Now, I've been contemplating on retiring from making videos because my work schedule has really been extraordinarily very, very brutal. I have to find free time to make videos, but I've got a lot of feedback from people saying, please don't leave and whatnot. And I haven't decided yet. I really haven't. But when I do, I will post it in a video. I will post it on my Iceman's Wrestling Extreme Facebook page. I will let everybody know well ahead of time. But wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not a WWE fan. I'm not a TNA fan. I'm not a Ring of Honor fan. I'm a fan of all of it. I'm a wrestling fan, and there's a lot of wrestling fans out there. And so when some of you that are just WWE fans hear something negative about WWE, think twice before you make a comment, because look in the mirror and say to yourself, well, he's a wrestling fan. He has a right. I mean, this is what he's all about. This is what I am all about. I like to inform you about wrestling news, wrestling rumors, things that are going on in the world of professional wrestling, whether it be WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, or wherever it is. That's what I try to do. And I'm looking forward to Global Force Wrestling and their pay-per-view January 4th. I think it's going to be a big hit for Jeff Jarrett. And I'm so happy that this is happening because Jeff Jarrett founded TNA, and from unfortunate circumstances, it slipped away from him. And as far as Dixie Carter goes as an owner, that's another story somewhere down the road. So anyway, Jets and Patriots are on tonight. At this present time, it was 14-9 the last I checked in favor of New England. We'll see y'all next time. And check out Andre Corbeil. Check out Wrestling News Talk. Check out Peter Gilmore's Killer of Demons 669. Matitude Era 1. Aaron Loves WWE TNA. Chris Michaels HDTV. Josh's Inside Wrestling Truth YouTube channel. And also Gemini 888. Big Ray. OneWrestling.com. And the list goes on and on and on. Shane Roy. I'm a big fan of everybody. And this is what it's all about here in the YouTube wrestling community. Sometimes I wondered if it is a community or not because everybody's snatching, and bad-mouthing everybody else. Is what it is, guys. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Thursday night, and we'll see y'all next time, probably on Saturday.